to you, and today we're going to make an easel card with a bit of a twist, a different bit. I'm going to do something fancy on the top like this. Never done anything like that before, so I thought I'd have a go. Right, first of all, you want a piece of card, and it's going to measure. I'm just going to make sure I've got the right measurements, just put those out of there. So your card base is going to measure 11 3/4 by 5 7/8. You are then going to score that down the middle, and that you're going to score it down at 5/8. Okay, so that's at 5/8. Then we're going to put it back in the trimmer. So we've got it so that we are going to turn it to put in the track, and I'm going to make sure that I've got my point in the track there, and the edge where I fold is going to be in the bottom. So so you want the corner, topmost corner, and then you want where the fold's going to be. Get that in your track, and then you're going to score down there. Okay, so now we're going to fold and burnish our card base. Okay, so I'm going to use my bone folder, and just first of all going to fold it in half, and then we're going to make sure that this part of the card folds over, and we're going to try and get it as close as we can to it folding. So I'm just adjusting the moment, making sure it goes down. So I'm going to pull it out, pull it down. Yep. So as close as I can. I'm going to give it that a good crease on the back as well. Okay, so when your easel folds, it will fold and sit up like that. Okay, so give that a good crease again. Right, now we're going to open our card back up, and I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine, and I'm going to get my sandwiches ready. Let me just put that, get my plates in, and put my card. So just going to make sure I've got this the right way. Yes, I want it up there like that. So what you want is your blank bit going in first, and then you want your diagonal to come in, and it's the diagonal we're interested because we're going to cut on this bit here. So what I've got is I've got a die. Now this was from the hippiest hippos, but any edge type of dice would work. You just want one that's a small one, not too big. Now you could use any die that is about, let's just see how big that one is. It's about 3 1/4. So any die that's got a 3 1/4 width, and we're going to put it so that if you did do that, you'd only have to cut it down to here, and it's going to be quite awkward. So this die really works. So if you've got an edge die like this, I'm going to place it in there, and I don't have to worry too much. In fact, I'm going to do it the other way, bring it the other way. You'll see in a minute it coming through, and I'll show you the positioning more then, because I just want to make sure that I don't cut too much over. So I'm just bringing it through. I'm going to take it back just so that I didn't want to crease this bit here by the two sandwiches. So as you can see, I've put the die a little bit up, If you want a measurement for that, I will give you a measurement. It's probably just over 1/2 inch, but I'll just check. It's probably about, yeah, just over 1/2 inch. So I put it up just 1/2 inch. So don't put it less than 1/2 inch. You want at least 1/2 inch. Now, what I've got is a craft knife. I haven't got the one that goes with our take your pick tool. I bought this before our take your pick tool comes out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this following on the line, okay, and curving it down. So I've followed on the line and I've curved it down, and then I'm going to do the same at the other, putting it in there, and I'm following the line and curving it down, and I'm only taking it as far as the fold, so when it comes up it's going to sit up like that. So we'll have it sitting up like that. Okay, right, now I've got a piece, let me just put my blade away. I've got a piece of seafoam. Now I started off with a square of seafoam. So I started off with a square of seafoam that measured, put that together, so it measured 5.5 inches square. And then all I've done is put the 2 diagonals down my cutter track and sliced it in half. Now I'm going to see which half I want, and I'm going to put it in position to sit it up, and then I want this one, so I'm going to move that one out of the way. I want it to sit up like this. So I've got a embossing folder, so I want the pattern to, actually I'm going to have the pattern going up, so I'm going to place it in so I know that the pattern is going to be up, and then I'm going to place this through my die cutting machine. So this is going to give me a lovely pattern to start with. So let's just place that there. And we'll see if it will run through with just this and this first. So I might need to bring in my white border, don't know. So I'm going to put that on there. Put my embossing folder, always with your fold to going through, and then no, that's far too weak, so that needs more. So I'm going to bring in the base plate to sandwich it. I always experiment with my layers. Oh, I've got a bit of my gold foil that I was using the other day. So again, I'm going to bring that through. That is fairly tight now. Is that going to be? No, that's okay. It's not too tight, so I can bring that through. Okay, let's move that out of the way and see if that's given me what I want. Yes, beautiful. Okay, so let's just put those out of the way for the moment. Bring back in my card, and then I'm going to glue this here, so leaving an even increment on the bottom and the top. So we're fine, done with my glues here. Okay, so that will give it a nice, and you can use either side, it's just your preference, they're both nice. So I like when I'm using an embossing folder to pluck plenty in there. Now this is just going to make it that bit different today. Right, so making sure that I've got equal increment down the side and along the bottom. Let's just make sure I've got this 100% right before I totally commit, and then I'm going to rub that down make sure it's flat. Happy with that. So that's going to stand up like that. Okay, now I'm using Cheerful Davis. Love this die. Okay, so I'm bringing in, can I just take the bit out there? So I've already cut that out ahead of time, and I've also cut out the middle bit, so I've got this one to go on there. But before I do that, actually, let me just have to play. No, that's be fine. So before I actually put that on, I'm just going to get that, and got some other things I'm working on, so I just make sure I've got 3 things there. Oh, I am going to glue them on, I've decided. So I've changed my mind to what I was going to do. So I'm just going to glue these on. I've left the middle in this one. So I've cut out the base one that has all those on, and then cut out the one that has the embossing on. And then just position those on there. That's great. And then I've got the little one. Now the little one, the middle came out, so but that's still fine. So I'm going to do that. And then I was inspired by somebody on Pinterest that had done design like this. I don't know whether she did the back bit that I've done, this back bit here. I don't know whether she did that, but I was inspired by what she did. I'll see if I can see the name. Let's see if I can see her name. Blue Rose Paper Treasures. So I was inspired by Blue Rose Paper Treasures. So I'm doing something similar to, but my own twist on it, of course. So I'm coming in with my sponge dauber now, and I'm going to just go in with Lemon Lolly, and I'm just going to sort of do centre bit and that and centre bits there, and then I'm going to come in with Daffodil Delight. Thought I'd done it wrong way around, because when you put that on, that looks quite dark, but it's not really. It comes a lot lighter, because when you see me putting Daffodil Delight on the top, so I'm gonna just get some Daffodil Delight, my sponge dauber again, and just put that little bit in there, bit in there. So that's going to be that. And just make sure I put the sponge dauber on, the one that I've used. Right, now I wanted to show you something with the bow punch that I have done. So I've made myself a little sprig. I'll get my bow punch and show you how I did it. So first of all, we want a piece of white, and we're going to cut out the, let's see, I'm sure that I left myself a little bit of white somewhere. I thought I had. I'll just turn around and get a random piece from here. Okay, so you want to cut out the rose bit, the rosebud bit. So I'm cutting out the rosebud bit there, putting that on one side, and then with your lemon lolly, I'm going to cut myself the leaf there. And then I'm going to get my scissors and cut off even a little bit more the top part of the leaf. Got a bit too much glue coming around the top. And then I'm going to put a bit of glue on here and sit that on the top. Okay. So I've got a nice little flower coming off there, and I decided to use the little one, so because the I'm just going to trim that little bit. So I've got more than that. I thought with the hip twisting, then I thought I'd put a little one so it just can go peeking on top there like that, and then we can have this one here. So let's just put that off, just giving it more than the stem so that I've got somewhere to glue. Just putting a little dab of glue on there, and then we're going to put that on there. So you can make your own little rosebud in there. And that's my original one. So we've got little rosebuds there. So I'll just move those out of the way. Right, now I haven't got the leaves that she used, so I'm using my own way of doing it. So I have got leaves from the Forever Fern, but there is lots of sprigs like this in the new catalogue, the new annual catalogue, that would be fantastic for this. So all you're wanting is an arrangement of leaves, really. And I'm just gonna see how this is going to look. So I'm just gonna roughly place things on for now. So I've cut that out in soft sea foam, but I've also got some sprigs in. This is again from the Cheerful Davies. I love this sprig. And this again is the bow punch. Now, can you see what I've done? I've made it have some imprints in. So all I did was I got my take a pick tool and I just went dotting up there like that. So that's all I've done to that. And I've got a soft sea foam, so I'll show you exactly what I did. So I just went in and just go up there like that. That's all I'm doing, just to make it a little bit more interesting. So this is using just the bow punch without even using the stamp set to go with it. So you're just going to take those up the middle, just roughly. Doesn't matter if they're not quite right. It will just give a lovely effect. There we go. Right, so we're going to, I think I'm going to, might have that coming out there, I'll see. And then I've done some cutting out of pear pizzazz, but you just wanted just a deeper green. I've got plenty of pear pizzazz left, so I'm just using that. So we're going to stick some on top. In fact, I might cut those off. I'm cutting the white ones off. So just going to go around there and cut those white ones off for now. I might use them, might not. So we're just going to see how I want to position these. So I've got, so I've not cut enough of my, where's my box? Have I let him fall in my box? No, apparently not. So whether I didn't cut everything out I wanted, I thought I had, maybe I thought about using something else instead. Let's bring in these and these to start with. So let's see. So I'm going to position it up so I can see, and I'm going to put some dimensionals on. So before I do any more, I'm just going to get some dimensionals on the back of my daisies. So I'm just going to put one dimensional on each of the flowers. Okay, peel those off, ready. And then I'm going to see, I think I might want that. Let's stick that. I think I'm going to cut that. It's too long, so I'm going to get rid of some of these. So just take that down a little bit. In fact, might want to do that instead actually. Yes, I think I do. So I'm just going to glue this down now. So only going to put glue on the bottom. So, and I'm making that roughly halfway. Okay, so doing that roughly. Then I can come in with my daisies. Just about like there. So my daisies can go there. And then I've got some of my pear pizzazz, and I've got these bits that I've done which will tuck under things. So I'm going to tuck those under there. And then I've also got some white leaves. Now these white leaves, I did actually pick some from something else, but I've realised these white leaves are actually from Hues of Happiness. So I want a bit of white leaf going off. So I'm going to put that on there and balance that going off the other side, I think. And let's do one coming out there. So I'm going to just do that and come out with that one. And then we'll have some of this nice sprig coming out here. Let's do I don't think I want it quite there. I think I'll put some down there, and I'll put some more of my soft sea foam there. Okay, so come on, where can I get you in? I've got to be careful, don't go over this edge. It's all right going over here, but don't go over that edge. Oh, actually, you can go over that edge. It's the bottom edge you mustn't go over, so be careful of that. And let's see, that's done that. And then this little sprig, oops, use a little sprig here and bring that up there as well, so that can go there. Just keep having a look to see how it's looking, whether you're happy with it. I'm happy with that. I think there's a balance of, I don't know whether I can sneak that. I'm just going to have a look whether I can get this under here a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to push that under there. Just a little bit on the stems. Push that underneath there. So remember what I said, you can't go over that bottom bit. So got to make sure there's a little bit poking out there. Just giving that added interest there. Okay, so that is what we're looking at so far. I don't know whether we can go. I want really to have that in the soft sea foam. I think I want some more like this. So we're going to get our cheerful daisy. No, that's not my cheerful daisy. Where's my cheerful daisy? Yeah, cheerful daisy. Make sure I didn't lose anything else. So cheerful daisy, and I need my little sprig there, and I want some soft sea foam. I think, let's have a look. Soft sea foam, yeah, definitely soft sea foam. So I didn't plan for that. What have you got there? Soft sea foam. Got a little bit of a bit there. We can pop through there. So let's put some soft sea foam. Oh, I may as well bring my big machine in because it's handy. I've got it. That. Where's my? That's my plates. Where's the other bit? There it is. Okay, so I'll just stick these through. So I'm just going to get that placed on, and oops, that's it, and take that through. I'll just land it back again. So I love this machine. Okay, saucy foam. Let's see if I'm happy with just one. Yeah, I want that. So let me move that a minute and put some glue on here. And then now I've got that in the background, I can put a little bit more of my I just want to bring that in. No, I don't want that there. Change my mind. Let's have a look. Does it want to be under that? Yeah, I think I want it under there. So that's coming out there. Seems a bit bare down here. I think I will. That can come down there like that. Let me just bring that down. Come on. Just somewhere up there. Yep. Happy with that. So now I'm going to build inside. So let's make sure that we're all right there. And what we're going to do is have a piece of the coordinating green that you used. So this measures, just measure that for you. And this will fit in a 6x6 envelope, 5.5 by 5.5. So we're just going to place this down, 5.5 by 5.5. Now, with this being an easel card, you will write underneath, so you won't be writing on this piece. So just make sure that you've got nice equal increments all the way around, like that. And then I want a piece of white that's going to sit on the top. Oh, sorry, I'll just tell you what that is. and that measures 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. So that's gonna just sit on the top. Okay. Again, nice equal increments all the way around. And then I've already cut out see, I've found my bits now. So I wanted one of those up there. Where's my glue? So this is from shall I put that down there actually? I might put that down there. That is from the Iconic Dies. That's it. So I knew I'd cut one of those extra out. So I've had to cut another one out. So I might use that. Right, where's my circle? So I want it to stand up. So this is going to fit together, and I don't know whether I'm going to do it. I'm going to put this on dimensionals, so I'll just tell you the punch that I've used. I think it's the 2-inch one. I think might be 2 1/4 punch, circle punch I've used, and then just made sure I got a bigger one to put on there. Now, do I do that, or do I take that up even higher? I'm going to take it up even higher with the easel cards. If you give it a good platform, then you won't have any difficulties with it. So I've given it quite a platform now because I've stuck dimensionals on there and dimensionals in between there. Now, before I absolutely stick this down, I want to be sticking some of my foliage that I've got. So I'm going to stick a few bits down here. I think I'll use that white bit in the middle. So I'll move that out of my way 1 minute, just roughly see where I want this. So I want it about there, but before I put it down, I want that there. So I'm just going to hover this while I just put a little bit of glue on the bottom there, and I want this to go down this edge. Now I can't go over this edge, be careful I'm not going over that edge. Oops, get down. Okay, that's going to stick there. I'm wanting this to come out down here, so I'm just gonna, let's put this down here. So I'll stick a bit of glue on the back of here. That's it. That's coming up. Come on, stick down, but not over the edge. This is going to come down here, and I'm going to stick this down now. There, there we go. So let's see if I want a bit of foliage. Yeah, I think I will. Just a little bit to back that up. There. stick down. There we go. Let's get our punch, and I'm going to punch another with my bow punch. I'm going to punch another bit of pepper pizzazz. So a little bit of pepper pizzazz, and let's pull that. And then I'm going to do the same again to make it interesting. So I'm just going to get my point and just go down the middle. That's the top. And the sides. It's not so easy when you're not doing it properly without the camera in your way. There we go. It's just giving it a little bit more interest, and then I'll just stick those down. That can be over there like that. And then let's get some glossy, are they called glossy? No, opal rounds. Let's say opal rounds. We'll get some opal rounds. Just stick those. I'll have a really big one. So let's go for a big one on there. And I'll have some going off on there. Let's have a look at a bit more awkward with the pattern of this. There, I'll go for that there. Let's have a look. And just one more. Let's see where we're going to stick this. Yeah, I think I'll stick it about there. There we go. So that shows it nicely there. So of course when you open the card it will be blank on this side, but then you've got that interesting bit going off there, the back, and then you can write, because it's white anyway, you can write on the back. And I seem to have picked up some ink off there, so that's really clever. So I will be doing some designing on the back as well now, because I've done that yellow there. So let's show you sorts of things I do. So I've got this yellow, and because I have had a daub on there, I'm now going to work on the whole of this . And now that looks as though it's meant to be. So that's a pattern on your back, and so no longer it's spoiled. So there we go. That stands up like that. And I think that's a very pretty card. I hope you like that. Thank you for dropping by. I do appreciate that you've watched me. Please subscribe if you've not subscribed already, and press the notification bell. Please do like, so it helps me to get more views. So and share it if you will, please. So thank you very much. God bless. Stay safe. Bye for now.